best.
The beta female rushes an adult, but without the gripping claws of the cats, her only weapon is her jaws. She must bind the topi with the first bite if she is to be successful. It is a year since they hunted sleeping topi successfully, and their skills must be relearned. After several hours, the two mothers have had no success. But perseverance and patience are two of their great attributes. The alpha female in this unique sequence of hyena predation locks her jaws to the groin. The powerful neck enables her to maintain a vice-like grip. Her oversized forequarters give her incredible leverage. Only the neck of a hyena could withstand the twisting and wrenching as she tenaciously holds on. The beta female has heard the topi's distress calls and responds. Together, both mother and daughter seal the fate of their victim.
Leboni is locked in conflict with the hyenas. When she calls to them, Lebu goes to her. She and the older cubs are confused, scattered, and caught in indecision. Most of the females have already discreetly retreated, but some cubs remain behind until the battle explodes into its final throes. The females have to wait for the hyenas to finish before regrouping. Tao has developed a fondness for high places. His sister, Lebu, should have done the same. After the hyena attack, one lioness from the pride lingers near the water. She is badly wounded. It is Leboni. Deep wounds and a broken jaw will prevent her from feeding forever.
Yeah. One here. Okay, just come in there. Mr. said you can't work with them. But you're all alright. You're gonna okay. I just want the warthog to die. Shame.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. It's Lavender here, and today I am back with the Animal Science Files series, and today I am back with the Animal Science Files, Hyenas / Hyaenidae, facts and information about hyenas. So let's get started into this video. So yeah, hyenas are carnivore animals of the family Hyaenidae. They are closer to felines than to dogs, despite, what people say. The ancestors of the modern day hyena species were cat-like tree dwellers that spawned not only cats, but civets, mongoose, and bitterring and meerkats. Hyenas groom themselves often like cats. However, unlike other felines, or like the feline species, they do not wash their faces like cats do. In particular, they defecate in the same manner as other carnivores, although they do not raise their legs up like a male dog does when they urinate. The females have unusual genitals. Female spotted hyenas do in fact have a pseudopenis and convincingly similar to male anatomy. One idea and theory is that it is because during the course of hyena evolution in the species, males were far more aggressive than the females at one point in time, so much so that females who started to mimic them in appearance. Hyenas do not regurgitate food for their young, unlike the wild dogs do in Africa. Hyenas are one of the best mothers in the animal kingdom, investing more energy per cub than any other terrestrial carnivore. Mating typically happens outside the clan, because usually the male hyena gets kicked out of the clan, has to go searching for another clan. I guess because they don't want to do like incest, I guess. I'm not really sure. I think that's why. Non-related males and females will mate after a courtship that can last several days. After gestation of around 3 months, hyenas give birth to 1 to 3 tiny jet black cubs. They are born in an advanced stage of development with their eyes open, teeth intact, and muscles ready to go. Unlike many of the cat species, where cubs of the cat species are born largely blind and helpless for several weeks after birth. Spotted hyena mothers produce extremely fat and protein-rich milk, richer than any other terrestrial carnivore due to the bones that they, have been eating, and they produce a lot of it for a long period of time. Hyena cubs are completely dependent on milk for the first 6 months of their lives and will continue to nurse for up to another year. The longest recording hyena ever, as in a spotted hyena in captivity, has lived to 41 years old. They tend to live a little longer than cats on average, so yeah. Hyenas have relatively short torsos and are fairly massive and wolf-like built in appearance, but they have lower hindquarters, high wasters, and their backs slope noticeably downward towards their rumps. Their forelegs are high, kind of like a giraffe, while the hind legs are very short, and their necks are very thick and short. Their skulls are superficially resemble those of large canine like dogs, but are larger and heavier with with shorter facial proportions. With the exception of the spotted hyena, hyenas usually have striped coats, which they likely inherited from their ancestors through evolution. They have powerful jaws. A bite that can kill can also crush bones, with the ability to exert over 1,100 psi or around 9,000 newtons. Spotted hyenas can crack open bones nearly 2.5 inches in diameter. This allows hyenas to access the nutrient-rich bone marrow inside that is usually inaccessible to other predators, because most predators can't, crush bones, so yeah. Although hyenas lack scent glands, they have a large pouch of naked skin located near the anal opening. These glands produce a white, creamy secretion that the hyenas paste onto grass stalks to mark their territory. The odor of this secretion is very strong, smelling of boiling cheap soap or burning, and can be detected by humans several meters downwind. The secretions are primarily used for territorial markings. So on to hyena evolution / the origin of the hyena. Hyenas originated in the jungles of the Miocene Eurasia 22 million years ago, when most early feliform species were largely still arboreal. The first ancestral hyenas were likely similar to modern African civet. One of the earliest hyena species described, a Pilovorbis, was a lit civet-like animal that inhabited Eurasia 20 through 22 million years ago and is identifiable as a hyena species Hyaenidae by the structure of the middle ear and dentation. The lineage of the Pilovorbis prospread gave rise to descendants with longer legs and more pointed jaws, a direction similar to that taken by canids of North America. Hyenas then diversified into two distinct group types: lightly built dog-like hyenas and robust bone-crushing hyenas. Although the dog-like hyenas thrived 15 million years ago, with one taxation having colonized North America, they became extinct after a change in climate and other factors, along with the arrival of canids into Eurasia. By 10 through 14 million years ago, the hyena family had split into two distinct groups. The dog-like hyenas and bone-crushing hyenas. The arrival of ancestral bone-crushing hyenas coincided with the decline of the similarly built family. The bone-crushing hyenas survived the changes in climate and the arrival of canids, which wiped out the dog-like hyenas, though they never crossed into North America. By 5 million years ago, the bone-crushing hyenas had become the dominant scavengers in Eurasia, primarily feeding on large herbivore carcasses, felled by saber-toothed cats. The four exact species are the striped hyena, the brown hyena, the spotted hyena, and the Arder wolf. The Arder wolf can trace its lineage directly back to 15 million years ago and is the only survivor of the dog-like hyena lineage. Its success is partially attributed to its insectivorous diet, for which it faced no competition from the canids and dog species crossing from North America. It is likely that its unrivaled ability to digest the terpene excretions from soldier termites is a modification of the strong digestive system of the hyena. The striped hyena fossils are common in Africa, as fossil striped hyenas are absent from the Mediterranean region, and it is likely that the species are a relatively late invader to Eurasia, having likely spread outside Africa only after the extinction of spotted hyenas in Asia and at the end of the Ice Age era. The spotted hyena diverged from the striped and brown hyena 10 million years ago. The spotted hyena is the largest species of hyena that lives today. They weigh about 88 pounds to 190 pounds. Female hyenas actually have more testosterone than males and can be up to 30% larger and significantly more muscular than the male hyenas. They eat prey such as wildebeest, antelope, hippos when they get the chance, if they're sick or dying, birds, jackals, lizard, fish, snakes, foxes, porcupines, eggs, and insects, occasionally other cubs or sick cats, lions or whatever. So much bone material is consumed that hyena droppings and poop have been a chalky white color due to the calcium from the bones they eat. Ancestral spotted hyenas probably developed social behaviors in a response to increased pressure from rivals on carcasses, thus forcing them to operate in teams. Spotted hyenas can run up to 37 miles per hour. They begin forming increasingly larger territories, necessary by the fact that their prey was often migratory animals, and long chases in a small territory would have caused them to encroach on each other's turf. Spotted hyenas are actually, and most hyenas, like all hyenas, really have really high stamina compared to like true cats. Dogs and hyenas have really high stamina if you compare them to, like, let's say a reptile like a crocodile, or like lions who have to like do a short sprint. They can actually go miles, they have really high stamina. Spotted hyenas spread from their original homeland during the Middle Paleocene and quickly colonized a very wide area from Europe to southern Africa and China. With the decline of grasslands 12,500 years ago, Europe experienced a massive loss of lowland habitats, favorited by spotted hyenas, and corresponding increase in mixed woodlands. Spotted hyenas under these circumstances would have been outcompeted by wolves and humans and the dog species, who are much at home with forests. That's more their type of, ecosystem, and in open lands and highlands and lowlands. Spotted hyena populations began to shrink and drop after roughly 20,000 years ago, completely disappearing from Western Europe between 11 and 14,000 years ago, and earlier in some areas of Europe. The striped hyena is primarily a scavenger, although it will attack and kill animals it can overcome. It will supplement its diet with fruit also. The spotted hyena, though it also scavenges occasionally, is an active pack hunter, and they mostly they hunt animals more than what they scavenge. So, and again, the adder wolf is primary, just eats insects, termites. Spotted hyenas may kill as many as 95% of the animals they eat, while striped hyenas are largely scavengers. Genuine hyenas are known to drive off larger predators like lions from their kills. Despite having a reputation in popular culture like the Lion King for being cowardly, hyenas are primarily nocturnal animals, but sometimes venture from their lairs in the early morning hours like cats do. Among hyenas, only the spotted and striped hyenas have been known to become man-eaters. Hyenas have preyed on humans in prehistory. Human hair has been found in fossilized hyena poop and dung and poop dating back to 195,000 to 257,000 years ago. Some paleontologists believe that competition and predation by cave hyenas in Siberia was a significant factor in delaying human colonization of Alaska. Hyenas may have occasionally stolen human kills or entered human campsites to drag off the young and the weak. Humans, much like modern spotted hyenas in Africa, the oldest Alaskan human remains coincide with roughly the same time cave hyenas became extinct, leading certain paleontologists to infer that the hyena predation was what prevented humans crossing the Bering Strait earlier. Hyenas readily scavenge from human corpses in Ethiopia. Hyenas were reported to feed extensively on corpses of victims of the 1960 attempted coup. They are amazingly intelligent animals, despite what the Lion King wants to tell you, often cast as being foolish and dull, perhaps due to, again, the Lion King movie. In experience, spotted hyenas outperformed even chimpanzees when it came to collective or group problem-solving activities, showing that in some ways, hyena intelligence may even exceed some of the great apes in certain aspects. Anyone who has spent any time with spotted hyenas in the wild can attest to their curious and acquisitive nature and behavior. The whoop is the most common call that is heard throughout the night in places where hyenas roam. There are actually several different whoops, which mean different things, obviously. In general, it's similar to a wolf's howl, as a hyena uses this as a method of long-distance range communication to each other and to rivals. Conservation such as in hyenas, there are currently around 10,000 mature adult hyenas in the world. According to the National Wildlife Foundation, the hyena's only predator is humans. These animals are losing roaming areas due to farming, and they are commonly shot by ranchers for attacking the livestock. Even so, the brown hyena is the only one in danger of extinction currently. Brown hyena is classified as near threatened. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye guys, see you next video.